4,200 horsepower gas turbine of Donald Campbell's new Bluebird. His wife and Jack Braham were among well-wishers at the Goodwood racetrack, where Donald drove the car under its own power for the first time. In his own words, Bluebird is a ferocious animal and has to be handled delicately. So he didn't even touch the throttle, just drove it on the brakes. With the engine idling, she is capable of 100. £1 million worth of motor car, weighing 4 tons and capable of well over 400 miles an hour. That's Donald Campbell's formula for his record attempt in September.
It's a comfortable car. Well, the cockpit's comfortable enough. It's tailor-made. Mark you, I'd like about 4 days' notice of that question. But it should be. Tell me, is there any comparison at all between driving this and driving an ordinary car, a family car? Well, I think the one basic difference is that this has something like 5,000 horsepower underneath the bonnet. What controls do you have then? Well, they're quite orthodox. Wheel, accelerator pedal, brake pedal, and well, the parking brake or handbrake is rather smaller than you normally expect to find, but otherwise they're quite similar. Would there be any point, I'd say around 400 miles an hour, in which she might get out of control, or might be out of control, even though going fully at 400 miles an hour? Well, she shouldn't do. After all, we've taken 5.5 years in the design and development and building of her. Mark you, when you're going out into the future, you never can be quite sure. If you were sure, there'd be no point in doing it. And what about the braking problem? Well, that's a tremendous problem. We've had to develop an entirely new system of disc brakes, which are power operated, where the discs are running up to 2,200 degrees Fahrenheit, and where you've got to dissipate something in 60 seconds. This whole project, you know, is really a mark of British genius and engineering ability, and we hope that it's going to do a very great job indeed for Britain. Okay. That's fine. I think you want to make a point in here. There's a bit you want to put in here about the object of this exercise too. Well, I think we learn from this, and and we hope. George. One final question. Why do you do this? Why do you want to travel so quickly? Well, the travelling quickly in itself, of course, is nothing. It's the challenge. It's like a mountain. It has to be climbed, or a song that has to be written, or a picture that has to be painted. Once mankind ceases to have the desire to do these things and progress, well, he'll stagnate and die very rapidly. I think the fascination here has been the coordination of the efforts of 70 British companies, of hundreds of men, of the tremendous number of development problems that have had to be met and overcome. And here today you see them all welded into one. And we stand on the eve of this great human endeavour. Okay.